The world of WWE is built on moments of high drama and calculated confrontation, but rarely does a single, unscripted seeming encounter backstage send such a palpable shockwave through the entire universe. The recent face-to-face meeting between Roman Reigns and AJ Lee wasn't just another segment, it was a seismic event that has fundamentally altered the landscape of the company. In a corridor after a SmackDown taping, the established king of the modern era came face to face with the returning queen of a bygone one, and the resulting collision was not one of nostalgia, but of pure, unadulterated tension. This was a meeting that defied all expectations. The tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the very embodiment of dominance and controlled power, stood across from AJ Lee, the architect of the Divas Revolution, a woman whose legacy is built on unmatched charisma and psychological warfare. She has returned to a WWE vastly different from the one she left a decade ago, not as a relic hoping for a warm welcome, but as a fully realized force, intent on reclaiming her narrative. Their interaction, however, was anything but a welcome back party. It was a cold, sharp, and intensely personal exchange that seemed to suck the air out of the room. Leaning in, his gaze locked and unwavering, Reigns delivered a line that was less a greeting and more a declaration of war. I don't trust your husband, and I don't trust you. To dismiss this as a simple insult or a petty jab would be to misunderstand the strategic genius of Roman Reigns. This was a power shot, deliberately aimed. It was a psychological strike designed to destabilize not just AJ Lee, but to send a clear and present threat to CM Punk by extension. In one succinct sentence, Reigns drew a line in the sand, questioning the integrity, motives, and very presence of this powerful duo. The question now echoing through the WWE universe is a compelling one: why now? What strategic calculus led the head of the table to personally target the returning star and her iconic husband? The context of AJ Lee's return is crucial to understanding the weight of this moment. Her re-emergence in 2025 has been one of the most resonant stories in recent memory. Her promo upon returning was a masterclass in raw, emotional storytelling, not a plea for a spot, but a declaration of identity forged in the fires of a decade away. She spoke of survival, transformation, and a hard-won strength. This signaled an intent far beyond a farewell tour. She returned to matter, to be an essential and active thread in the fabric of WWE's ongoing narrative. Behind the scenes, this is supported by a creative team reportedly eager to integrate her into long-term, meaningful story arcs, giving her return a weight and momentum rarely afforded to legends. Conversely, Roman Reigns' own return to SmackDown presents a leader who, while still the apex predator, is navigating an empire showing subtle fissures. The dynamics within the bloodline are more nuanced, his alliances feel more transactional, and his actions more cryptic and calculated than ever. He is no longer relying solely on brute force, he is playing a deeper, more psychological long game. His confrontation with AJ Lee, therefore, was not a random outburst. It was a deliberate chess move. Imagine the scene with cinematic clarity. The post-show haze of a SmackDown taping, the dimmed lights of the backstage area, the quiet hum of departing crew. Into this space walks Roman Reigns, his aura of authority a tangible force. From the opposite direction comes AJ Lee, her quiet confidence a stark contrast to his overt power. They stop. The silence is loaded with unspoken history and immediate tension. Reigns' delivery of his line is not a shout, but a controlled, chilling pronouncement. AJ's reaction, a flicker of surprise hardening into defiant resolve, speaks volumes. This felt real, personal, and dangerously consequential. So, what is Roman's endgame? Several strategic possibilities emerge. 1. Preemptive territory defense. Together, Punk and AJ represent a nexus of influence, intelligence, and fan connection that could easily challenge Reigns' grip on the WWE narrative. By attacking their credibility, Reigns is attempting to control the story and weaken their potential alliance before it can coalesce into a direct threat to his throne. 2. Psychological warfare and fracture. Reigns is a master at finding and exploiting cracks in his opponent's psyches. By publicly declaring his distrust, he aims to plant seeds of doubt and force Punk and AJ into a reactive, emotional position. He may be testing their unity, hoping to create a fracture he can widen over time. 3. A calculated diversion. This direct confrontation could be a smokescreen for a larger, more complex plan. By making himself the antagonist to the popular returning couple, he might be drawing attention away from a different, more vulnerable target or setting them up for a future swerve. AJ Lee, however, is far from a passive victim in this drama. Her entire career is a testament to her ability to weaponize her intellect and turn underestimation into victory. Roman's provocation will not intimidate her, it will likely ignite her. She has fought too many battles for respect to be shaken now. This confrontation may be the very catalyst that pushes her to prove her place not as a supporting character, but as a central power player in this new era. The wild card, of course, is CM Punk. Dragged into the conflict in his absence, he is now positioned to react not just as a superstar, but as a protective husband. Punk's response, whether it is a fiery retort, a cunning long game, or a public alliance with AJ, will dictate the next phase of this burgeoning feud. Roman may have intended to destabilize them, but in uniting them against a common enemy, he may have inadvertently created his most formidable opposition yet. This single backstage moment has unlocked a narrative of immense potential, a layered, psychological war involving legacy, loyalty, power, and personal stakes. It's a story that transcends simple face and heel dynamics, promising an unpredictable and emotionally charged saga that could redefine the power structure of WWE for months to come. This was not just a line of dialogue, it was the first tremor of an approaching earthquake.